What's going on, Jerome's? So the Minnesota Fighting Vikings came away from the 2024 NFL Draft with one of the most young, exciting, and fastest edge rushers in the class in Dallas Turner, a.k.a. Diamond Dallas Turner. Just bam. On the league. It's going to be fantastic, man. So the Vikings getting Turner at number 17, moving up from 23. I mean, yes, blah, 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 draft picks. Yes, blah, blah, blah. Don't care. Got your guy. And Turner at 17, and like we said before, in terms of this draft class, it has a unique composition. Nailed it. Because of 6 quarterbacks in the top 12, as well as the run on tackles, as well as receivers. And in a normal draft, Turner's probably a top 10 pick. Now I know it's like, well, Latu was drafted first. Oh, you mean the 39-year-old dude with the neck issues? Yeah, great. Good job, Colts. But hey, I will gladly take Dallas Turner in this spot. Also, so it's kind of funny. Like, I wouldn't have minded Latu, but it's so hilarious. Like, all these players that I had draft crushes on, once they're not on the Vikings, they're dead to me. F them. But the Vikings' future seems to be secure. Like, this could be a first round that they write tales about that will be passed on to our ancestors. Like, oh, the Vikings got their future franchise quarterback and a talisman on the edge. People love the word talisman. I just like using it a lot. But yeah, so what happens is that they use that term a lot in English Premier League soccer. So like Mo Salah running down the wing, even though he's old now, he was a talisman forward, well, wing, whatever. Anyways, but long story longer, ESPN 2024 NFL Draft questions. What were the best and the worst picks? And our guy Jordan Reid, who notably is a Vikings fan, but he loved the selection of Dallas Turner for the Vikings. This is what he wrote. Edge rusher Dallas Turner to the Minnesota Vikings at number 17. Minnesota hasn't drafted edge rusher in the first 2 rounds since 2005, Erasmus James, which didn't work out. A, stupid Badger. B, he was bad. And also, I mean, the Vikings hadn't drafted a first-round edge rusher because, well, one, the Jared Allen trade in 2008. Which, I mean, technically should count as a first-round pick. But also, you know, drafting a Brian Robinson in the mid-round. Same thing with Everson Griffin. Daniil Hunter was the 3rd-round pick. So the Vikings had an exceedingly high hit rate with B-Rob and Everson, both 4th-round picks. And then Daniil in the 3rd round. So, I mean, they didn't really need to hammer home with edge rushers in the 1st round. The team needed to replenish its talent off the edge after losing Daniil Hunter in free agency. While the team signed Jonathan Grenard and Andrew Van Ginkel during free agency, Turner provides a high upside as a pass rusher in Brian Flores' defense. Turner led Alabama with 10 sacks and 45 pressures last season. Roll Tide. And the whole thing about Turner, too, is that so when you're drafting young, it means that he has a long runway to develop. And I think that he is a guy that is still developing. He's got those huge long arms, got a massive wingspan. He is still light, but he can stand to add strength and to his frame, as well as maybe develop more as a pass rusher. Because right now, he's got the bull, he's got speed, he can long arm offensive tackles as well, but adding more moves to that repertoire and arsenal. I think that Jonathan Grenard is going to be a great mentor for Dallas Turner. And also, Mike Pettin has been fantastic, the assistant head coach, who's now also the outside linebackers coach. I think that Dallas Turner is just absolutely going to be a true blue, just dude who gets it. All right, and that's the problem with the Vikings last year. Like, even though Daniil had a career high in sacks, he didn't have an efficient pressure rate, and that's something the Vikings lacked. Is like the reason why they had to be the #1 blitzing team in the league is that the Vikings couldn't get pressure with 4, and that's something that Turner is looking to change, as well as with Grenard. So we are officially petitioning that Jonathan Grenard be nicknamed Hooch, because he's got that dog in him. Also, Turner and Hooch. Come on, man. Come on. So, I mean, yes, I'm going to miss Daniil, but the Vikings got younger. They got cheaper, and I think Dallas Turner has a big-time chance to be a very, very special player as I choke and die. Is that you, Rona? But, yeah, so I'm glad that, you know, great football minds like our guy Jordan Reid is completely on board with the Dallas Turner pick. And like I said, this is going to be one of those spots where I think once they look back at this draft after 5 years, 10 years, they'll be like, how the hell did Dallas Turner get to 17? Well, he should have been a top 3 pick after Williams busts, after Jaden Daniels is okay, after Drake May busts, after Michael Penix Jr. takes Kirk Gerb, $100 million backup, and then also Bo Nix Nah, but McCarthy is going to be a nail driver. Dallas Turner is going to be one of the best speed rushers in the game. So, absolutely love it, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. ESPN's Jordan Reid, our guy, loves Dallas Turner, favorite pick in the draft. Let us know your thoughts on our thoughts and his thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.